Hello and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Monday, the 18th of May 2020. I know it's not Halloween, but I'm using the Halloween tarot for today's reading. Let's have a look at these cards then. I think I've only used these once. I hope you had a lovely weekend. I hope you're looking forward to this new week. I just did a video on the new moon in Gemini. That's happening on the 22nd. That's kind of the highlight here of this week. So have a look. It's a really good opportunity, that new moon in Gemini. But this is Monday the 18th. So let's have a look at Monday the 18th. These readings are for all signs of the zodiac. They're for everyone who watches. And what do the cards want you to know? They want you to know the 10 of bats, the 7 of bats, and the 3 of bats. Bats, I would assume, are swords. Let's have a look. So we've got 5 of imps. We've got imps. We've got ghosts. Ghost is air. Bats is swords. Yeah, but I thought imps were swords. Pumpkins is pentacles. Ghosts is cups, I suppose. Bats are air. Yeah. Bats are swords and air. Ghosts are cups. So the 10 of swords, rock bottom. The 7 of swords, being chased out of town like a clown by a bunch of bats. And the 3 of swords, heartbreak. All these bats sitting on that heart, not a good look. Lightning, possible heartbreak. So what do these cards mean? The 10 of cups is letting yourself get really, really downcast because you're worrying so much. And it feels like you're submerged underwater because your worries are just getting on top of you so badly. That's interesting that we've got that because it's a weird time at the moment. For me personally, it's high anxiety. I have no idea why. Nothing external has changed. It's just there's a much greater sense of angst. If you ever feel that, you'll know that sometimes it can be really motivating, it can be inspiring, but it can also feel very, very uncomfortable, and it can make you really just submerge yourself in an attempt to kind of detach from your life. So things may feel like they're out of your control. And because of that, you want to get away with whatever, the best you can make of the situation and just get out of the situation and away from the negative thoughts or the negative things that people have said to you or the people you're in conflict with. You want to get away from that to a place of peace and calm. Now, you don't need to steal away these feelings or these a sense of calm and peace. That's always within you. And by stealing or being in conflict with other people, that's not going to bring you more peace and clarity. What it's going to do, it's going to cause more conflict. The more you take from other people, they will take back in return. If you step on someone else's toes, they'll step back on your toes. In this case, the core problem are these 10 bats, and the 10 bats are worries and fears and concerns. So it's all bats, it's all swords, ideas, communication. That's the source of your problem. If it weren't for these 10 bats, then you could really, get a bag full of them and be in control of that. But the way forward is to go to that place where you are peaceful and you are calm and you ask yourself, why is this so over the top? Instead of just brushing it under the carpet and say, I'm not feeling this, bye-bye, goodbye, get lost. You embrace the feeling, you open your eyes and you say, okay, this is the fear. Is it reasonable? Do I have something to worry about? And the answer will probably be no or possibly. Most of the things we worry about never ever come true. And that's a fact. The things that are bad that happen to us usually are out of left field and we could have never seen them coming. And worrying is, like, for me anyway, it's like an insurance policy almost. If I worry about this, then I will be prepared and I can handle this situation most effectively. No, what you're doing instead is you're manifesting a problem. To turn this around, you're going to have to turn your thinking around and value your feelings over your thoughts. So your true feelings of calm and being in the flow of life and realizing that you are beautiful and you're loved and you're living your true nature. You're intuitive, you listen to your higher self. You're a multi-dimensional creature. You exist on many planes of existence. And these worries that you've picked for whatever reason, they're completely inappropriate. So remember yourself in spiritual truth. That realization will show you that you don't have to take anything from anybody. In fact, it's the other way around. When you get in touch with your intuition, your feelings, this natural side of you, then you have a bag full of wonderful ideas which you can hand out to every person sitting in every tent. And that's better. Rather than taking things, people are going to be much happier to see you come along and give them positive ideas. And that then means that through communication, you're able to mend heartbreak and anxiety and fear through discipline and remembering who you really are. That's all you need to do. In spiritual truth, I hope you know that you're an infinite, multi-dimensional, eternal, glorious, joyous being of light. That's who you are. And it doesn't matter if you get on your case about your bunions and you think they're so ugly, or you're constantly ashamed of your superior intellect and how everyone else was intimidated and it just destroyed your whole life and love has never worked for you. All of that is circumstantial. The reality, and I know what I'm talking about, okay? The reality, regardless of your life, is that you are loved and lovable. It's time to get on your side, to embrace yourself, even if you think you're a clown and that you don't do certain things very well. None of us feel that we are perfect. And hopefully, most of us try our best, but don't flog ourselves half to death if things don't go exactly the way we planned. You can only do so much. And you're doing your best by remembering who you are, listening to your guidance despite feeling silly. And when you do that, you avoid insignificant, inconsequential ideas to really hurt you and pain you. So the wisdom doesn't come from your experience today. Your wisdom comes from this connection you have with your true self, and the ability to remember yourself changes everything today. Remember yourself, and rather than let faulty thinking make you feel bad or less than, see yourself in truth and steal love and positivity and joy for yourself. So no one's going to love you the way you do. Go into every situation readjusting the frame. As soon as you go into the situation like, oh, I'm the least talented, you have to readjust the frame and say, who am I in spiritual truth? Even though, for example, I can't sing, I am still worth loving. And it can be so easy to dismiss yourself and say, see, I can't tap dance. No one's going to love you ever. I mean, it's ridiculous, but so are the things we say to ourselves at times. So please, don't buy into all the crap that your head produces about how terrible you are and how you're always going to be unhappy. Yes, that's a story that the ego always tells us. Fabulous. Thank you so much, ego. Sorry, dripping sarcasm. We've all heard that story. It's not original. It's not fun. We don't want to listen to that anymore. Bye-bye ego, go bother someone else. We're listening to love. Look at purple and green, okay? Purple and green, loving myself by remembering who I truly am, regardless of what you think of me, is going to heal me. The clouds are going to part, and I'm going to enjoy the day, but only if I'm disciplined when it comes to my thoughts. You know, if you believe every insult your head throws at you, you're going to have a crap time today. If you say, thank you for sharing, what have you contributed lately? Then you're positioning yourself in a much better kind of, yeah, you can become whoever you want to be from that position. You can't from the other one. So it's like working under duress versus following your dreams. So which one do you want to be? I want to be the woke person who follows their dreams and doesn't care about the emotional pitfalls and tries to save and protect themselves. No, we don't do any of that. Number-wise, we've got 3 and 7 is 10, and another 10 is 11. Wow. Because 10 reduces to 1 in numerology. So it's 11. Master number of service. But obviously, 2 10s are 20, and 20 can be written down as a Roman numeral 2 as the sign of Gemini, and that then is again 11. So the relationship you have with yourself is the most important, not only because that's the only way to value yourself and to live the way it's meant to be lived, rather than doing something you don't care about. You really listen to your truth today, and because you're of service to yourself, you're also of service to other people who are around you. Because you're not taking and stealing, you're contributing. Have a wonderful day. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website, gregoryscott.com. On the website, on the front page, you get to a button that says book your reading. Click on that, or the shop tab at the top, to get to the reading section. And I am running a discount at the moment, coupon code Spring Special, a quarter off all priority and emergency sessions. So 25% off all priority and emergency readings. If you want to speak to me sooner rather than later, it's a good time because we have a discount. If you like this video, then please hit subscribe on the channel and share this video online. I hope you have an amazing day, a wonderful start to the week, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.